Now, if you didn't think the whole situation surrounding Meghan Markle could get any worse, well, it just did. Now, in the midst of the ongoing drama between herself, the Netflix executives, the CEO, Greg Peters over there, trying to convince the board of directors to not move forward with any more installments for Meghan Markle on Netflix, there is a lot of things as well going on within the Hollywood bubble, within the film industry, and everything to do with Meghan Markle's presence in the limelight that is now vanishing at a rapid rate. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. So one thing about Meghan Markle is that yes, we do know that she is not only a self-absorbed individual, she's very much insufferable and very greedy and narcissistic in nature. And this is going to continue on until her career is essentially just vanquished completely. Now we already know that there's a lot of things going down like dominoes at this point, between a lot of movie roles that are shooting her down, that a lot of other opportunities are going down the drain for Meghan Markle, and as well as everything else going on with Netflix right now, and exactly what she recently just did, not just to Netflix, but across the entire board for her career, and how there's really no backup plan now anymore for herself. Let's jump into this, shall we? Now, interestingly enough, yes, we do know that Meghan Markle is trying to put all the pieces back together again for the new series with Love Meghan. It's still set to debut by early March after a delay from in January. We already know as well that the second trailer most likely is facing a full-on cancellation right now. Netflix doesn't want to put out a second trailer to prevent further backlash, but I digress. This is where it really gets interesting. Now, with everything there said, alright, with the Meghan Markle drama only getting worse as the weeks roll by before the debut of her new series with Love Meghan, one significant development going on right now involves more to do with the internal battle between Netflix and Meghan Markle and the domino effect from that after she was cancelled in a very specific way. Now, just recently, Meghan Markle, as it turns out, was cancelled by Universal Studios, one of the many studios that are now turning their back against Meghan after learning about her internal issues with Netflix. Not only did Meghan lose some major cameo roles and small roles for movies, of course, followed by other roles. Films associated with Netflix, of course, we already know that those are also going down the drain, but as she tries to save her career, but also she was set to film a major commercial for Universal Studios' Epic Universe, a new theme park set to open this May, where her commercial was set to be filmed right around the middle of March, and already for a late March air date. Now, not so shockingly, Markle decided to create a legal case out of all of this against the CEO of Universal Studios and its many executives, and is already blaming them for engaging in sexism and misogyny for canceling her from a commercial for a theme park called Epic Universe. However, there is more to it than just that. After getting canceled from this Universal Epic Universe commercial, other studios and smaller studios now, in turn of that promote products are now also dropping Meghan Markle as a result after learning about the drama internally. Now, these ranged from many products like a commercial for Wayfair, as well as among others that she was supposed to film and expand her presence on television. After her issues with the Universal commercial, everything went haywire, and her commercial opportunities are all now falling like dominoes. She is already preparing to gather a legal team against Universal after she is finished with Invictus and among other projects she is involved in and currently for a couple of days. Now, this is already crumbling after her career tarnished further after she was also challenging Universal to provide her a higher payout. They were set to pay Markle, get this, an estimated $1 million flat for the commercial. However, she wanted that increased to a whopping $3 million, since she believed that her familiarity and fame should be more valuable. Now, guys, before I move on, that is exactly why Meghan Markle is insufferable. It's the best word to describe her, is that she believed that her fame and her familiarity would be more valuable, and that's why she wanted $3 million instead of $1 for promoting this new theme park called Epic Universe that's opening in Orlando by this May. Now, we already know what's interesting about here is the fact that Universal's putting their foot down, they're getting somebody else to replace Meghan Markle, and now her entire backup plan. I mean, this is the worst thing that you could do if you are already universally rejected and you have one backup plan, if you have no shot in movies anymore, you have a shot in commercials. She is actually destroying that right before our very own eyes, because now she's losing, all these different opportunities at a very fast rate after the whole Universal debacle and everything else going on there. So again, like I've said before in the past, Meghan Markle just keeps shooting herself in the foot and doesn't quite know how to really negotiate with studios, and she doesn't really quite know how to stay in her lane. And that really is something that's really kind of putting her in a very, troubled situation. And you know what? I'm not defending her at all by any means. But I will say this, is that she needs to learn exactly where she belongs. And she does not belong in movies. She does not belong in television. It's simply put just like that. Now, moving onwards, the Universal executives, get this, actually got involved in a heavy argument and heavily disagreed with that approach, and they moved forward with canceling her outright from all movies, and now, just as of late, this new commercial for a theme park. Now, Meghan is the one who pursued Universal, since she is into traveling and wanted to essentially convince others to travel, and this was a part of all of that. Another personality, of course, is now thrown into the mix to replace Markle to present Universal Studios' Epic Universe in a brand new fashion that is set to air still in late March, still with no delays as of right now. Not only is she losing movie roles now, but she is also losing an entire backup plan, like I explained before, to fall back on commercials that are now vanishing at a rapid rate that she truly did not see coming, by the way. Now, the fact that she is creating a legal case out of this against Universal Studios, all because they did not want to pay her $3 million instead of $1 million, is ludicrous. It just goes to show you exactly how she just loves to destroy whatever career, quote unquote, and I say quote unquote, if you even want to say that she has a career. This is the best way that you could shoot yourself in the foot and destroy your career and really have nothing left, is the fact that you are now stripping away your backup plan. No commercial companies, no studios out there want to promote her for products or destinations or vacation destinations in general now. And Wayfair is going to be another big one in a couple of months. We'll talk more about that in the next couple of days. But this is interesting because now Meghan Markle is pretty much, caught in a web of issues. So not only is she losing commercial roles, she's losing movie roles. We have, of course, a couple of studios that are still hanging on, that are still on the fence on whether or not they want to boot her or cancel her outright from any involvement for the future. We already know that she was blacklisted by multiple studios out there. We have a lot more to talk about that as well. But this is where it really begins to show you that nobody likes Meghan Markle when it comes to the film industry, when it comes to show business or anything to do with Hollywood. They are now beginning to turn their back against her. They want nothing to do with her anymore. And it's really, something that really is happening very fast at this point in February of 2025. And I would not be all that too shocked if we do see this even further with other actresses out there or other personalities that are acting just like Meghan Markle at that. But overall, I would like to hear what you all have to say about this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.